Commvault recently made an announcement that I don't think got the visibility it deserves because of what it means for our industry. Commvault has historically been on the front line of innovative partnerships with Microsoft, with their latest news being that their data protection and cyber resilience technologies will be available as a native Azure service. To understand how cool that is, you have to roll the clock back 20 years when Windows Server first delivered volume shadow copy services. VSS became the underlying plumbing within the OS that enabled data protection software, among other things, to much more effectively protect critical workloads running on Windows Server. I was part of the Microsoft team that was delivering storage and backup technologies back then. In those days, or before then, most vendors were using a variety of differing methods to somehow cull the data out before they backed it up. Up until recently, one of the common contrasts between how well you could protect virtualized infrastructure on premises, vSphere, Hyper-V, whatever, versus how well you could protect virtualized servers running in Azure, or AWS or Google, was that there was plumbing within the hypervisor that allows for more robust backup and recovery, something that hasn't been available in hyperscale clouds. This announcement reveals that Azure is opening up those lower level underpinnings to allow its ecosystem of vendors, including the data protection community, to now create more comprehensive sets of production, protection, and recovery capabilities, as well as enable additional value add services. That should be as exciting for today's data protection vendors as the advent of VSS was 20 years ago. If the parallels continue, here are 5 takeaways. We'd hope that the other hyperscale clouds would eventually release similar plumbing for data protection and cybersecurity vendors. VSS didn't come out fully feature rich on day one, so expect Azure will continue to innovate within the plumbing because it adds value to their platform as well as capabilities that customers from partner ecosystems want. Like the staggered adoption of VSS, assume that other data protection vendors will eventually embrace that same plumbing, though for some it should take longer than you'd think it would. It will be really interesting to see how this underlying data access then unlocks new AI capabilities, both for protection and in production. And last, it's worth noting that the same way that Commvault is the first resilience vendor to announce this level of integration with Azure, Commvault was actually among the first to embrace VSS 20 years ago. And in the Windows Server era, that first mover advantage gave Commvault notable differentiation within the market, especially among Microsoft resellers and integrators for years after that. So, kudos to Azure for those underlying innovations, and congrats to Commvault for embracing what will likely be a defining factor as IT buyers look to improve the resilience of their hyperscale hosted data and infrastructure. Leave your thoughts below.